Alright guys, we're gonna jump into some story missions. We're gonna do a couple raids. Basically what I'm doing is farming for ore, and I'm farming in the raid store. And I'll show you how I like to go about that. We just select a couple bots that I don't particularly use all the time. So we'll go with Rhinox, I think. What I like to do sometimes is just click on the bot synergy list and just pick bots that they synergize pretty well with. And usually gets the most out of them. And we have pretty much like the Sword Master synergy, but with Dinobot we have a block synergy. So this team synergizes pretty well. Other than Drift, everybody else is rank 2. Drift is rank 3. Alright, so we just take the easy path and we'll go out with Bludgeon the first fight. So I like Bludgeon when he has a Sword Master synergy. When he crits pretty hard, and the bleeds are pretty good once they start stacking. So you can see here, he got 3 bleeds and he's going down pretty quick. We just finished him off. That was pretty easy. Alright, we'll continue on this easy path and fight Mirage. Gee, let's try Dinobot. My thoughts on Dinobot. He's pretty decent. I don't know what he looks like at rank 3 or even rank 4, but I'm a little. I mean, his heal on his special 3 isn't very good. 3% of his base health. That's okay, I guess. I don't think I would take him to ROK or anything. And he seems a little squishy as well. So if he's not blocking and he gets hit, I don't know. His bleeds are very good, but that armor break is crazy. Yeah. Continue on. Rhinox. I do like Rhinox a lot. He's a pretty useful bot. I like his bleeds and his Paralock. You combine his Paralock and then you hit him with the special 3, and it's pretty good. And just turn that volume down a little bit on the background. But yeah, he's pretty good. Rhinox, that is. Just a couple of fight tips for you guys. I like to prod from range a little bit and then wait for an opening and come in. What you can also do is let him come to you and hit him as he's coming to you. Also try to bait those specials as much as possible. That's where guys do the most damage, in my opinion, when you get hit with those specials. You wind up regretting it. I'm trying to avoid Drift because the fight will end pretty quick, and I want to use bots that I don't typically use all the time. Excuse me, I'm getting a little sick. Alright, so as we continue on, just continue the Dinobot. So I haven't tried his block proficiency out yet. I don't know what the deal with that is. Like, I try to do the well-timed blocks, but I just wind up getting hit, man. And I don't like getting hit. Yeah, so later on, maybe I'll do a, I guess, what am I thinking of? What I want to do is a mastery setup, and kind of my thoughts on masteries, and what works for me, and what may work better for someone else. I just don't feel like resetting mine, and so I just left it as is. So I'll probably do that sometime this weekend. Set up a masteries. Um, my thoughts on masteries. Yeah, so Rhinox right here is he can end things pretty quick. I really like him. Alright, so let's take one of these scouts down. Just continue using bludgeon. Sometimes I try to miss on his sword attack, being that he's duped, so he gets that, I think it's like 75 or 74%. On the next hit that he misses. So if he misses, he'll get like a 75% crit chance on the next hit. So I try to miss sometimes on purpose, especially if I'm going up for my special. Alright, I'm gonna use Mixed Master here. I know a lot of people hate Mixed Master, but with the new buff, if you get that acid debuff on him, he does some pretty good damage. I'm not saying he's my favorite character, and mine's is dude level 10, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. The thing that sucks about Mixed Master to me is he's slow. I mean, he feels heavy to play with, and his acid doesn't, I mean, it doesn't proc at all, like what it should be. I think it should proc more, but then he'd probably be OP. So the 8 to 10 seconds that the acid's on the acid debuff is there is pretty good. Yeah. Let's finish him off with the combo. Mixed Master for the W. Alright, we'll continue on and fight the boss. This Megatron, it was a pain in the ass to deal with. Just a pain. He'll go from, you know, resisting melee to resisting range attacks and resisting special attacks, and just continue to cycle through, and it's just a pain. My rank 2 Rhinox takes a beating here, but I try to avoid all the specials and power lock them as much as possible. I like to prod from range for a little bit, wait for our opening, and then come in for the melee. You'll find like Megatron, he'll shoot about 3 to 4 range attacks, and then he'll put his cannon down to his side for like a half second or something, and that's when I like to go in. But his special too is very easy to dodge. Sometimes I wind up getting hit by this special, just his special one if I'm too close, and that's super annoying. But yeah, I finished all the story missions, so I like running through the easy pass just to get ore and a little bit of gold, which I need right now to finish ranking up my prowl to rank 5. And also, I equipped all the relics. Yeah, I messed up on that one right there. On this special too. I just hit the button for no reason. But I equipped all the relics for a boost in XP, and I try to get that. I'm trying to get to level 49 as well. I don't have any crystals to open right now, so this weekend we'll open up a 4-star crystal. Alright, so now that that's over, so you get 12. Went through it too fast, but you see I'm pretty close to level 49, and we'll just jump into some raids right now. I found raids to be pretty easy, especially with Prowl and Optimus OG. They just wreck people. But here I'll use MV1. So whenever I have Bone Crusher on the Harm Accelerator, there's no chance for the Bone Crusher. Especially if this rank 3 or 3-star Bone Crusher is in a standard chance. Also, I have for my MV1, or just for any brawler, I have a tier 3 Cloud Spark, and I haven't figured out who I want to take to rank 5 yet. Whether it's MV1, Motor Master, one of the two. I might wait to see what other brawlers come out, but as of right now, I'm leaning more towards MV1. I think MV1 is the best of the class. Motor Master would be second, and then you can make a case for Dinobot or Grinder being third or fourth. I have all the brawlers in 4-star. Only Grinder and my MV1 are duped though. Alright, so we'll come out with an OG. Yeah, if you guys are having trouble, yeah, I just got hit right there. If you guys are having trouble, like with your fighting style, I would say try RK, or like one of the easy missions. Prod from range a little bit, and then find an opening, and then come in. I used to have this problem where I used to want to go ham all day, so I would just continue to dash in, and then I would get hit. So sometimes I'll prod from range, and then wait for him to come to me, and just, you know, swipe down on my iPad, and then pretty much sidestep the attack. Yeah, every time I fight MV1 with Prowl, and I hit him with the special 1, and every time I fight Megatron with Prowl, and I hit him with the special 1, he goes unstoppable right at that moment. It hits me with that heavy attack. It's so annoying. I'm gonna talk about Prowl for a little bit. Prowl is, to me, the best of the scout class. I mean, once you stack 10 melee buffs, he does some pretty crazy damage. I know a lot of people like Windblade for bleeds, but I'm telling you, Prowl, he controls the fight, and he hits like a Mack truck. His synergies, he doesn't have too many synergies. RC's gives him an attack buff, and Barricade gives him an attack buff, but I don't like using 2 scouts, and I have 4-star Barricade, but I'm not the biggest fan of Barricade in the longer fights. He's just too squishy for me. But like I said, I'm more than happy with my Prowl. He's dupe level 10, so I stack these buffs, and I just control the fight with a special 1. Once I find him in a good area, I'll stack up the special 2, and then hit with the special 2, and then go right back to the special 1. Yeah, I got hit right here. I'm not paying attention. Prowl does amazing against bots with robot resource, because he can keep him at a special 1. Alright, I'll use my special 2 here and just watch the damage. It's crazy. And when his special 2 crits, it's pretty ridiculous. He can take a bot down pretty fast with his special 2. Alright, we'll continue on with some raids, and we'll fight this Barricade that I hate. I tried using Barricade on base defense. Granted, he's only a rank 2 4-star, but I don't know. I tried him on Nightbird Smart. He did pretty well, and then I tried him on Laser Guidance Module, and I don't feel like he did pretty well. Yeah, I'd have to try some different mods out on him, but I wasn't the biggest fan of him. Alright, so go ahead and fight this. Alright, we'll go after Bone Crusher. I love when people have Bone Crusher on the base defense, and then I'll just use my MV1. Sometimes I'll just use OG. If I don't feel like, I feel like ending the fight pretty quick, I'll use OG. But I'm extremely curious to see MV1 at rank 5 compared to OG at rank 5. I compare to see, I want to see that comparison. Now, against the reason I chose Optimus Prime is because if I would use Prowl, like I would have got shock damage from Rhinox's shield, and I think that's just ridiculous. I know they both hit to where it's 50-50 chance, but yeah, he still gets hit with shock damage. Super annoying. I don't like it. Alright, this guy's got 2 brawlers. It doesn't really matter which one I go after. So Grimlock, he's pretty good, but he needs to be duped. Like, he really shines when he's duped. When he's not duped, he's okay. I mean, he still hits pretty hard. And his special 3 is pretty good, but yeah, that 2K crit. But yeah, he benefits from being duped. And Waspinator is super annoying, especially on this laser guy's muzzle. Sometimes I get hit and just get pretty upset about it. You see all the damage that Prowl's doing right now to Waspinator. You can get him down pretty low, and for Waspinator, the key is, like, if he's duped and he has signature procs once he's completely drained of health right here. As long as I don't have, as long as my Prowl keeps his power bar down, I'm good. But I find, like, sometimes when Waspinator's signature procs, he just wrecks if he hits you with a special. Alright. Gonna fight this Mortar Master. So, like, if you have a Motor Master and you're fighting a Motor Master on Exofilter, just backstep and wait for it to run out. The easy way I like fighting Motor Master is to either backstep or sidestep when he dashes forward unstoppable, and then hit him with a counterattack. So I rely more on counterattacks when I'm fighting Motor Master. Usually works pretty well for me. Every now and then. I mean, it's Motor Master. He wrecks me every now and then. Alright, I think it's Shockwave. Shockwave's, man, I don't know what to think of him yet. He may be dead last in the text. I feel like I don't know. He just doesn't do enough, and you have to block and get hit by range attacks in order for you to stack shock damage. But I'm not a fan. He synergizes well with Galvatron though, but Galvatron's not good to me either. So I don't like using either. And then you have to use the all tech class for him to even shine. Look at that damage right there from special 2. It's ridiculous. Yep. We'll go ahead and use MV1. Alright, so a couple range attacks, going for a 5 hit and then back out. Keep doing that. A couple range attacks. If he's blocking, I'll go with a heavy, back out. Range attacks, see where I can get, a couple combos, and then back out. Rhinox on Harm Accelerator. Excuse me. He does some pretty decent damage though, man. I really like Rhinox. I was debating on taking him to rank 3, but then I ran into the problem where I either take Rhinox to rank 3 and lose some of my tier 3s, or just wait for Prowl, because I already had a tier 3 class spark for Scout. So I decided to wait on Rhinox. What I like to do is focus on my top bots first before I start doing other bots. So to me, you know, Prowl was my top bot, and OG Prime at the time was my top bot. My OG Prime is like Forge level 99, and he's rank 4. So I mean, he's pretty good. So right now we're gonna buy tier 1s and tier 1 alpha, and we're gonna buy as much as we can. We're gonna go ahead to the sparks, and we're gonna sell the tier 1 basic spark. Alright, as you can see, it's gonna give me 100 tier 2 basics. Alright, you do this every day, you know, it's that'll start stacking up. And what you can do is, if you have too many tier 2s, you can sell those for 100 and whatever, and you do the same thing with the tier 1 alphas. And that's how I like farming for tier 2 alphas and tier 3 basics. So I do that, you know, a couple raids a day. If it's like a tier 2 raid or a tier 3 basic raid, and sometimes I don't have time for that, but that's how I like farming, guys. I'll make a mastery video, and thanks guys for watching.